What up gamers, I'm Sir Mav, and if you haven't already heard, Respawn just revealed the new Star Wars game at the Star Wars Celebration this weekend in Chicago, and today, I'm going to give you all the details that we know so far. In this video I'll discuss what was revealed, what we currently know about the game, and what I hope for its release. First off, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order will be a single-player Jedi fantasy game built around the Unreal 4 engine, the same engine used for Respawn's vastly popular battle royale game, Apex Legends. Its focus will be around story, thoughtful melee combat with a lightsaber, and force powers, which should be typical of any Star Wars game, but this is honestly a game I've been looking forward to for quite a while now, since it was first revealed that Respawn had been working on an open world Star Wars game a few years back. I've always wanted a solid lightsaber wielding combat Star Wars game to come to fruition, and it seems Respawn is hitting the nail on the head from the looks of it. Of course, there have been other games within the Star Wars universe, but none in my opinion that have truly captured the mastery of lightsaber combat. My hope is that Respawn can truly capture the essence of impact and intensity that should come from Jedi combat, and create a memorable experience that will envelop us into an immersive experience within the Star Wars universe. Again, this is a single-player story experience, so the team reiterated that there is no loot boxes and no monetization within the Jedi Fallen Order, strictly a story-driven game. As this game is developed in collaboration with Lucasfilms, both the teams there and at Respawn have sought to create an authentic Star Wars experience with new planets and new characters that have never been seen before, some of which I will cover here in a bit. So that leaves off, where does this story exactly take place? Well, the story of Jedi Fallen Order will begin sometime after Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, where Emperor Palpatine executed Order 66. If you're not familiar with the prequels of Star Wars, this is the time when Anakin first transformed into Darth Vader, and Palpatine essentially ordered the assassination of all the Jedi across the galaxy, instantly making all those part of the Jedi Order traitors of the Republic and thus forming Palpatine's Dark Empire. This narratively driven third-person single-player game places you, the player, in the role of Cal Kestis, a Jedi Padawan who narrowly escaped the purge of Order 66. Cal is a character created around the mastermind collaboration of Matt Mignowitz, head writer of the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, and Stig Asmussen, previously the director of God of War 3. As the revealed trailer suggests, you will start off with Cal in some very dark times. Cal must hide in plain sight during these times and restrict himself from revealing his forceful nature when the Empire is at the height of its power. We will first meet Cal within this story on the planet known as Bracca, a brand new planet of one of several new locations that will be revealed during the unveiling of this story. While in hiding, Cal is forced to go on the run after exposing his force powers to help save a friend who I believe, if I heard correctly within the trailer, name is Roth. Along the way, Cal will make new friends like his mysterious companion Sierra, a former Jedi Knight, who in a sense is like a Jedi mentor, but less in a sense of master and Padawan relationship. We were told we will also see familiar faces within this story, as well as Cal's droid companion, BD-1. From what we know through the panel that was showcased at Star Wars Celebration, BD-1 is your companion within the game and Cal's best friend. We will see their relationship develop and grow as we progress through the game, but BD-1 is not just a faithful companion. He will have many functions that will be useful to us as we make our way through the story. These are indeed dark times, so BD-1 will for sure have a spotlight to guide your way through the darkness, as well as some other useful functions that have yet to be revealed. The teams at both Lucasfilms and Respawn worked hard to create a droid as memorable as such iconic droids like R2-D2, BB-8, and K2 from the Star Wars universe, so I can only hope that BD-1 has just as much of that memorable personality as these iconic droids within the universe. The teams also brought in the infamous Ben Burtt, who is the original sound designer of the Star Wars films, to create BD-1's voice interactions. If you know nothing of Ben Burtt, he created Chewbacca and R2-D2's iconic interaction voices along with many other sounds within the famous films of Star Wars and also E.T., WALL-E, and Star Trek. With this in mind, I have no doubt that BD-1 will turn out to be an iconic addition to the Star Wars universe. So, we know the protagonists and some of the heroes that we will encounter within this adventure, but who will be pursuing us during this story? Well, obviously the Empire, but the main antagonist we currently know of is known as the Second Sister Inquisitor. Now, the Inquisitors in this part of the universe really came to life in the Star Wars Rebels series. Shortly after the end of Clone Wars, Palpatine created an elite group of warriors known as the group Inquisitores. Many members of this group were once Jedi themselves, pulled to the dark side for various reasons, and are tasked at hunting down and eliminating any remaining Jedi within the galaxy. Their dark force powers, strengthened through training with Darth Vader, make them a formidable foe indeed, often showing little regard for protection or finesse, meaning that their aggressive style will reveal weak points to Cal that he can exploit within in-game combat. Our antagonist, the second sister, was actually first revealed in a short piece within the issue number 19 of the Darth Vader comic series. She is a ruthless, powerful Force user and extremely intelligent, as shown in her clever use of the Force within the reveal trailer. We also see through some of the concept art that Second Sister utilizes a double-bladed lightsaber formerly introduced to the franchise by Sith Lord Darth Maul in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This likely depicts her as a quick and aggressive foe within the game. Along with Second Sister, we have new troopers that we will face known as Purge Troopers. These troopers are the last of the Jango Fett bloodline clones, utilized as specially trained spies spread across the galaxy to find any remaining Jedi. If a Jedi is found by these troopers, they will call out to the Inquisitors to relay their location, but don't underestimate their skills. Unlike the one-hit stormtroopers you will face within the game as well, the Purge Troopers are trained to battle it out and wear down any Jedi they confront before the Inquisitors arrive. As stated before, the Jedi Fallen Order game will be focused around thoughtful melee combat. The combat is described as cinematic and immersive. So we know for sure that we will have a definitive lightsaber combat system within the game, allowing you to strike, dodge, and parry your foes while partnering that with a series of Force abilities. These abilities, along with your lightsaber skills, will allow Cal to leverage, counter, and expose weak points of your targets and overcome any other obstacles that may stand in your way. This combat system is described as intuitive, so it'll be easy to pick up, but will take training and practice to fully master our protagonist Cal as we gain new powers and abilities. Will this combat system be the more intuitive Dark Souls of the Star Wars era? Time will tell. So it definitely sounds like we'll have some skill trees involved within the game, allowing us to become more powerful at demolishing our opponents and progress our Force abilities as we continue through the story. Given that this combat is lightsaber focused, I'm also curious of the origin of Cal's lightsaber that we see in the trailer. With the battered and torn end, was this lightsaber once double-bladed? Is it just tattered and torn through the years of hiding? Questions still left unanswered. It was suggested during the panel that the lightsaber will grow and evolve as we progress through the story. Does this mean that our lightsaber will have progression and growth as well through the story? Will more story of its origin be revealed, or both? Stig wouldn't really comment anymore on this during the panel, so we'll likely have to wait till we're able to jump in before we know exactly what was meant by that statement. In any case, this is Star Wars, and I'm excited to dive deep into this story and understand the era of the dark times that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order seems to offer up. I am still curious though on how open this world will be that Respawn has created for us. In this day and age of gaming, I doubt this will be a linear experience, and with new worlds being introduced, it would be undermining to the franchise if we didn't have a chance to explore these vast new worlds. Speaking of new worlds, according to the description in the game details, we will embark upon ancient forests, windswept rock faces, and haunted jungles with an assortment of additional and unique biomes that we can explore. It was also stated that we will have the freedom to traverse this world in any order of our choosing, which suggests that we will go wherever and whenever by our own choice. Given that many of the developers are veterans to the story series Uncharted, I'd imagine we'll have many ways to traverse this world with force running, climbing, and using the force to move objects from our path, along with a very involving cinematic experience. But we are warned not to stay comfortable, as we will be actively hunted by the Empire in an effort to eliminate all the remaining Jedi, further diminishing the chance for the light to rise through the darkness. All in all, this is basically all we currently know about this new Star Wars game. I'm sure we will have more revealed to us at this year's EA Play at E3 in Los Angeles, but until then, I will keep my eyes and ears out on the interweb for more details about this upcoming Star Wars game. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order will be coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on November 15th, 2019. Yeah, literally about 7 months away, and it's already available for pre-order with the deluxe edition details being released, but I would be cautious to buy just yet as we haven't seen any actual gameplay from the game so far. I have no doubt that the team working on the Jedi Fallen Order have made it an astounding game, but me personally, I need to get a feel for exactly how the gameplay will pan out and how the progression system will work before I start pulling out my wallet. But what are your thoughts on the game thus far? Does the story intrigue you? Are you excited to have a melee-focused combat system within the game that could very well envelop you in the decisions Jedi Knights would face while in combat? Let me know down in the comment section below. And I'm sure most of you have seen it already, but in case you missed it, I've linked the reveal trailer down in the description box below. If you want more on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, hit that like button and tap fire subscribe for more content as the game develops. But until next time, gamers, this is Sir Mav, signing off.